Croeso sianel Blaid Llwyd. Well, I said I wanted to get 10 essays done this month, and we're just going to do it. That's the problem with having a short month. Yeah, we're carrying on with Shoichi's route, and I don't have too much to say, so we'll just pick things up where they ended last time. It's May 22nd. The sound of the bell ringing snaps everyone's attention away from the lecture. My stomach is definitely thankful for the arrival of lunch break, though. Oh, is it time already? Oh, class, short it fly today. A few students mumble half-hearted agreements, probably trying to appease the teacher. Today we had another class filled with subjects that are nowhere on our curriculum and shouldn't have been assigned to us at all. It's good that he's passionate about his work as a history teacher. We should really focus on the stuff he's supposed to be teaching instead of just talking about whatever he wants. Well, I guess that's it for today. Make sure you kids check the material once you get home. For now, enjoy your lunches. The class mumbles a few agreements as Shima-sensei grabs his things and walks out the door. Pretty sure we're not about to win any awards for enthusiasm. I turn to look to my side and see June staring down at his books with a conflicted look on his face. I swear I can hear the gears turning desperately inside of his head. Hey June, what are you thinking so hard about? I'm trying to remember all this material for the midterms. It's supposed to be the week after the festival, right? Yeah, I'm surprised you're even bothering to study for it. Well, I need to pass if I want to go to Germany. I guess that's true. Are you feeling well though? You only just came back to school after being on bed rest. Well, I'm feeling fine, mostly just lost. I have no idea what any of this is supposed to be. Don't even get me started on the math. Yeah, a few days away will certainly do that to you. I give up. I can't remember any of this. I just have a ton of dates floating around in my head and I have no idea what any of them are for. I can try tutoring you later if you think that would help. Well, yeah, I think it would. Thanks. How about we talk about something else at the moment? I kind of don't want to think about this right now. Of course. Say, how's your weekend? I was meaning to visit you, but I ended up getting a bit busy. I'm sorry about that. Well, I did say I didn't want you guys to go out of your way for me, so I wasn't expecting anyone. Things were just really boring for the most part. Not much to do at home other than play video games. I already beat all the games I have. What about the piano? You could have snuck in some practice at least, no? You think so? My parents didn't really want me stressing over the piano while I was recovering. Geez, isn't that a little overboard? I know you hit your head and all, but it wasn't even a big injury. I thought you'd been totally cleared by the weekend. You certainly think so. What do you... My sentence is cut off by the sound of the room's back door being opened, with Sire and Shoichi walking in together. Us. Good morning. The difference between their greetings is certainly very noticeable. Us. Morning. Kind of rare to see you both walking in together. What gives? Nothing much. Chan and I just bumped into each other in front of the door. The two of them grab chairs and June and I push our tables together so the four of us can sit together. We all take out our lunch boxes and put them on top of the table. You know, I have a feeling the teachers are trying to kill us from boredom before the festival, so we won't be able to enjoy it. I say that to June. His head was about to burst just 5 minutes ago. Oh, Hector-san, don't say it like that. Do you need someone to help you study? I can try and see if I get some free time. No, it's alright, I'll be fine. How are you feeling though? Are you sure you're well enough to be back in class? I was well enough since I got discharged from the hospital. My parents are just really paranoid. Paranoid, huh? Oh, by the way, I was going to ask before you guys walked into the room. You asked about how my weekend went, Hector-san, but what about yours? My weekend? Well, whenever I try to think about my weekend, that stupid dream just flashes back to my head. Actually, I'd like to ask the same thing myself. You were gone by the time I woke up and didn't answer your phone all day on Sunday. Why you guys spent the night together? Was it because of the party? Oh, right, you're going to throw a party for your dad. Hector spent the night on Saturday since it was too late for him to go home on his own. Then I woke up and he was just gone. He didn't answer any of my text either. Yeah, I just thought I should get home early. I really wasn't supposed to spend the night out, so I'm sure my mom wanted me home as soon as possible. That still doesn't explain why you couldn't pick up your phone. I was busy with homework. I let all of it pile up. Seriously? You're really irresponsible, you know that? I don't want to hear that after all the work I put in to help you throw that party. Then get your homework done in time. Truth be told, I just wanted to get out of his house as fast as I could. As soon as the sun cracked, I picked up my things and left. Just seeing in front of me already has me feeling both embarrassed and anxious for some reason. I didn't want to run the risk of doing something stupid. How's your dad doing anyway? Did he like the party? He seemed to enjoy it. He was very tired from the trip, but he still socialised a lot. He was nothing but compliments for Hector the whole time, too. That's great. I'm really glad things that worked out well. Yeah, sure. Sarah and June don't even notice it, but since I was there that night, I know how torn up Shoichi is about the whole thing. I'm still angry at Takahiko-san for only criticising his son despite everything Shoichi did for him. I saw Hitaka at the party, and she stayed the night too. Who's Hitaka? She's Shoichi's little sister. She's a freshman here in our school. I thought you weren't going to invite her to that. Oh, I wasn't. Someone else took care of that for me. Even though I'm looking anywhere but at him, I can still feel Shoichi's eyes burn a hole on my face. Man, he's still pissed about that whole thing. Yeah, that was a very unfortunate decision, huh? Oh, I'm still going to get back at you for that. What's the problem with having her there anyway? I'm sure she's all too happy to go. Oh, she sure was. Especially because this Damasio felt the need to tell her I purposely didn't invite her in the first place. She is all too happy to go just so she could chew me out for it. Saya winces, scratching the back of her neck with an uncomfortable expression. Oh, ouch. Knowing Hitaka-chan, that can't have been pretty. It wasn't. Yeah, I'm really sorry. Sorry doesn't make up for it, pal. I'm going to have your ass for that later. It was nice knowing you, Hector-san. You will be missed. Don't strike me off like that. I know I already said this last night, but I'm really, really, really sorry. I swear I'll find some way to make this up to you. You could start by smoothing things over with her. The last thing I need is Hitaka clinging to me all the time like a little child in need of adult escort. Wouldn't she be a little child, though, since you're a big brother and all? Believe me, the fact that I'm her older brother won't keep her from patronising me in the slightest. Ah, I see. You can imagine my joy at the prospect of being babysat by her. You should get to spend more time with your sister. That's got to be a nice thing, right? I suppose. Oh man, that wasn't a happy I suppose. Shoichi sighs, slumping forward on the table with a defeated look on his face. Oh, I've just had so much stuff to worry about lately. I didn't need to add another one to the list. You're her older brother, though. You can't just ignore her forever. Well, it's not supposed to be forever. Just until I can get my problems dealt with. Do you even have that many problems to deal with? That's the first I've heard of it. Doing the volleyball club, the student council, entrance exams, and my own grades. I'm pretty sure I don't need to tell you about those, and that's already a lot. Now that Dad's back, I also have to worry about that too. Why do you have to worry about your dad? I'd rather not get into that. Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have asked. Oh, you're fine. The man's just a piece of work. Takahiko-san, that's Shoichi's dad's name, is a pretty overbearing man. I'm sure he's going to have to deal with a lot of pressure now that he's back home. You'll be right about that. Can you believe I have to deal with a curfew again? A curfew? Not even I have that. Well, that's not too bad though, right? I mean, you're not the type to be out of the house late anyway. Well, I have to be home by 6 p.m. Club activities can easily go over that on some days. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Actually, can we just talk about something else? I don't want to think about this right now. Oh yeah, sure. How about we talk about your lunch? I bet it's going to be pretty delicious today too. Actually, I had to buy a pre-made lunch at the convenience store. Hitaka was feeling spiteful towards me and didn't bring me any today. Gee, I wonder why. Well, maybe this is an opportunity to rely on her less, and well, you two don't even live together. I don't want to hear that from you. You're the cause of all this. Sorry. What is it with you today? You're just rolling along with the punches. Usually you'd have some kind of snarky remark on the ready. I don't know what to tell you. Are you sure you're okay? I'm fine, seriously. I'm pretty sure my voice went up by 1 or 2 keys when I said I'm fine. But if anyone's noticed it, they decided to just ignore it. Anyway, I'm pretty sure you guys can have way better food than I do today. I have chicken karaage. Damn, your mom really went out for way today. Well, actually, I'm the one who makes my lunches. She just leaves out the ingredients for me to use. Wait, you can cook? I studied in a boarding school and my parents worked 2 jobs. I'm used to doing chores. Damn, everyone's better at this kind of thing than I am. Not everyone. I give Shoichi a sly, knowing glance. Saya immediately realizes what I mean. Oh, right. What? Shoichi looks between the two of us with confusion. It honestly bothers me. I feel awkward just looking at him. Talking to him with the others around isn't too bad, but I'm not really being myself, am I? My head hurts. I come out to the rooftop after class has ended for the day. Like most days, there's a nice breeze here on the rooftop, ruffling my fur and helping me deal with the heat. I'm glad the rooftop is restricted access to students. At least that makes it so I don't have to share this place with anyone else. The only real mystery is why they never lock the door if they don't want anyone coming here. Even though we had practice today, I decided to take a few minutes to myself so I can relax before I go there. This weekend has been a little rough on my sanity. I'm worrying about this whole thing with Shoichi more than I should be. Thought I'd resign myself to accepting no matter whether him having feelings for me is true or not, but I can't get it out of my head. I've been thinking about it more and more since the idea was first planted. So I'm walking to the spot I usually nap in, I hear some shuffling. Who's? Oh! From behind the vent I see the one person I wish I'd never run into again. Well, isn't this awfully coincidental? We meet again. What? Why are you here? My brain immediately starts scrambling. I don't even want to think about being in the same room with this guy, and yet here he is right in front of me. There's a god, he either really hates me or has a really twisted sense of humour. I could ask you the same question. I'm always here, this is kind of my place. Your place? Didn't see a name anywhere here. Must have missed it unless you had that rooftop whose name I saw on the door. The wolf shrugs, staring at me with what is either absolute boredom or a really good poker face. Don't act smart with me. I come here every day and I've never seen you here before that day when you tried pushing me. Oh, please. We both know why I wasn't trying to push you. I don't think that's... next question. That wasn't a question, but whatever. Not my problem. What's that guy even seeing you in the first place? You're so bland. Could you just shut up already? Stop bringing Shoichi into this. Why, have I struck a nerve? You know you did. It's not my fault he's always obsessing about you whenever you're around. He's like a dog in heat. Seeing the way he acts around you frankly makes me want to puke. The wolf has the biggest shit-eating grin on his face. Oh, he's so fucking smug it honestly pisses me off. Which I'm sure is his objective in the first place. I know I should control myself. I know I shouldn't say anything about it. But I feel my blood is boiling as I begin to seethe with rage. Say whatever the hell he wants about me, but to badmouth Shoichi in front of me... He has a lot of nerve. I start reciting math in my head to try and cool off. Nothing gets my brain to shut off and disengage quicker than math does. I just stand here, staring at that stupid smile on his face without doing or saying anything. What's wrong? Cat got your tongue? Oh, poor little Captain will be so sad about that. You know, every fibre of my being wants to do nothing but punch his teeth in. I refuse to be that kind of person. He can throw whatever abuse he wants at me. I'm not going to take the bait. Want to get a rise out of me? Then he'll have to work for it because I'm not giving it to him that easy. Whatever you say. Huh? The smile on his face instantly vanishes, being replaced by a look of confusion and consternation. He must not be used to people just ignoring him like this. Come to think of it, he probably acts this way to push people away on purpose. Why he'd want to do that, I have no idea. And he probably doesn't know how to act when people don't fight back. Which is kind of already a victory by itself. What? Not going to say anything? I know you might not be the most creative guy, but come on, you can't be that stupid. Well, sorry. Must be having an off day. I make sure to sound as monotone as I possibly can. He frowns. Nothing? You got nothing to say to that? No witty one-liners, no snarky responses, anything? Nope. Sorry, I'm all snarked out. He eyes me up and down for a few more seconds, studying me. What's wrong with you? Did you get hit on the head or something? Can't you tell I'm insulting you? You are? Must have gone over my head. I have to admit, the look of confusion on his face is hilarious. Finally, he turns away, sighing. The wolf sits down on the floor, leaning his back against the vent pipe and just looking away from me. Jeez, didn't know you're a bore, too. He's lost all the attitude he had just a few minutes ago. Instead, he stares quietly at the roof's guardrails. Or maybe he's looking at the sky beyond them. So, why are you here? Why, you want me to leave? His voice doesn't have any sign of the original malice in it anymore. The echo's clear and honestly sounds quite a bit bored. Instead of trying to taunt me or annoy me, it sounds like he just doesn't care. Kind of catches me off guard how quickly his personality flipped. Or maybe he's always like this. That's not what I'm saying. Just want to know why you decided to start coming here all of a sudden. Like I said, I come here all the time and I'd never seen you here before. The wolf sighs, rubbing his forehead. Don't you have other people to annoy instead of me? Friends, maybe? Sure, but none of them are here right now, so I guess you're the one I'm stuck with. I can still walk out. Sure. That was also true 5 minutes ago, though, when you didn't. He sighs again. This guy sure can sigh. If you're not going to do anything to amuse me, then you can at least be quiet. Yeah, well, too bad then. I'm not here to satisfy your whims. Oh, so now you've got snark. It comes and goes. There's a lot of demand for it, so stocks fluctuate wildly. You're such a shithead. Look who's talking. Oh wow, great comeback. You are. I don't know how I'll ever recover. If you say so. So you're just going to blank me out whenever it's convenient to you? Blank? That doesn't sound like me. Although I got to admit, no one's ever treated me like that before. It's refreshing. Kind of amusing too. You found that amusing? Jeez, you really are a broken toy. Pretty much, but I own up to it. That doesn't give you a pass to be an insufferable cunt, though. So what she's going to be? You're going to cuss me out or tune me out? Make up your mind already. I wonder. You're either a giant idiot or... Well, actually, come to think of it, there's no alternative. I guess. For fuck's sake, stop doing that already. It's boring when you do that. In case you haven't noticed, that's the goal. Yeah. At least I have to give you props for being original. No one's ever done that to annoy me before. It's not supposed to make you happy, you know. Well, sucks to be you. You don't get to tell me how I'm supposed to feel. Also, you still haven't answered my question of why you came up here. Oh god, you're not going to let that go, are you? Don't plan to, no. You're already up here with me and you already know being a cunt will get you nowhere, so what's the harm in talking? Almost looks like he's weighing whether he should be forthcoming or keep acting like a jerk. Well, if he chooses to be a jerk, then I can at least tell Shoichi their tribe there's no redeeming this guy. Instead, he sighs one more time, scratching it off his head and looking away from me. First time I came here, I did success called by the captain. While I was waiting for him, I really liked the breeze up on the roof and how quiet it is. Oh. What, are you going to make fun of me for it? And no, that's not what I was thinking at all. Honestly, those are the same reasons why I like it up here. I'm kind of surprised by it. That he would list the exact same reasons why I like to be here. That's one hell of a coincidence. He's not exactly very talkative, is he? Honestly, why am I even trying to talk to this guy in the first place? Here's what I'd like to say, but I already know the answer to that. Shoichi believes he's actually a good guy, just needs someone to talk to. Well, Shoichi's also incredibly naive. No one's ever just going to solve his issues just by talking. I'm pretty sure that even if Shoichi's right, this guy's still going to need years of therapy to readjust. But it doesn't hurt to try talking to him, I guess. Can I ask you a question? You've already been bugging me this whole time, might as well. I'll just choose to take that as a wholehearted agreement. Why do you antagonize Shoichi so much? You've got nothing but criticism about him. Am I supposed to like the guy? Actually, I already think that you do. I think it's best to admit that for now. Not what I mean, just you got to know that he means well, right? The wolf shrugs. What he means doesn't matter to me. The things he does that annoy me. He's always telling me to do things. Who does he think he is to boss me around? He's kind of bossy, yeah. He only does that because he wants to help. He does that because he thinks he knows better. There's no question about it anymore. Everyone in the club treats him as their only hope of victory. We have to rely on him for everything. No matter what you do or how well you do, he always gets the credit in the end. It's infuriating. Why should I work together with that guy? I'm sure if you told him how you feel, he... Told him how I feel? He's not my goddamn shrink. Why should I have to tell him how I feel? Does he have to go against everything I say? Look, just take it from someone who knows him well. Shoichi really does mean to help. He just might not always come across that way. Yeah, sure. Someone who knows him well. Is that why you never realised how hopelessly he's fallen for you? Do you know him so well? He cocked his head to the side, eyeing me with curiosity. What, not going to deny it? I'm not sure I can anymore. Oh. That's it. He merely mutters an O and looks away from me awkwardly. That's all you're going to say? Oh? Last time you had a lot more that you wouldn't stop talking about. Last time you were in denial. What the hell do you expect me to say to that? You basically just admitted it. Oh. See? Nothing to be said. Yeah. I guess it's the point I'm supposed to wish you the best or something like that. I don't really want to, I guess talking to you is kind of fun, so I suppose I should. Thanks, but I think I'll pass. He shrugs once more. Hey, suit yourself, I'm trying to be nice here. I'm surprised you even know how. If you prefer me to go back to insults, I can do that too. Pass even harder. And stop complaining about what you already have. Yeah, whatever you say. You know, if only you were nicer to people, you'd see they wouldn't shun you so much. Why the fuck would I want to do that? Come on, just keep it in mind, okay? Be a little bit less of an asshole, and I'm sure you'll eventually notice a difference. He stays silent, apparently choosing to ignore my words. Well, if he decides to even just think about it a little bit, then I'll already be happy. I really think he'd have a lot more success if he just learned to cooperate with people. We both stare at the sky and the clouds are lazily passing by above us. The sensation of the wind ruffling my fur is calming as always. I can definitely understand why I'd like it up here. It's peaceful in a sense. I guess someone that's had the kind of life he has, peaceful would sound really alluring. And here I'm thinking about him as I've got him all figured out. In reality, all I know is one little thing about him, and yet I let that define him in my mind and suddenly I already have an image of him formed in my head. If other people treat him like this once they find out about what happened, I can definitely understand why he'd be annoyed all the time. In a sense, I guess I can relate. I remember always being looked at with pity after my dad died. Once teachers and other adults found out I was no longer my own person. I was just the boy whose father died in a car accident. The last thing I want to be doing is relating to this guy. Or maybe I'm just trying to justify his actions where I don't want Shoichi to be wrong about him. I can only imagine how disappointed he'd be if that were the case. I don't want to see that. What do you plan to do? Huh? His voice snaps me out of whatever daze I'd found myself in. Man, I really have to stop spacing out everywhere. You know, about him being all gay for you. What do you plan on doing? Do you have to put it that way? Alright, I'll rephrase. What do you plan on doing about him being all gaga for you? How is that any better? You never asked for better, you just asked me not to say it that way. Point taken. Either way, I don't know what I'll do. I'm still not 100% sure that he's really, gay, queer, flaming homosexual. Could you stop framing things that way? I was looking for a metaphor. And I said the actual words. Anyway, go on. Urge to smack him rising rapidly. Must not smack. I'm still not sure if he's those things you said. I don't know if I should say something about it or not. Unless you plan on confessing to him, then just avoid the subject altogether. You just hurt him. I didn't expect you to be giving me legit advice. Haruki shrugs, looking bored and uninterested. I'm a little box of surprises. Besides, if you two start dating, I can only imagine how glorious the trainer could be, so I kind of want to see it. Of course you'd have a shitty reason for doing it. Just because I can be nice doesn't mean I always want to. Can't you just drop your attitude for 2 minutes and try to be helpful? The wolf raises an eyebrow, staring at me like I'm some kind of foreign life form, his tail whipping around behind him. If you like him, kiss him. If you don't, say nothing. It's not exactly hard. I'm not just going to kiss him out of the blue. What are you, insane? A sly smile appears on his face as he stares up at me. Sends a shiver down my spine. Funny that's the part you focused on. Could it be you just accidentally admitted to liking him too? What? No. God, you get flustered so easy. Fuck you. Sorry, no can do. Looks like there's already someone else you want to fuck. Ah. God, give me patience. If you give me strength, I'm going to smack this guy. Hey, you got no reason to hold out on me. Just tell me the truth. Why am I even supposed to open up to you? You're an ass. True, but I'm also the only person who knows. I'm the only one who can talk to about it. Besides, you don't really like me. You don't have to worry about saying something that'll hurt my feelings. That's a fair point. Why do I find myself agreeing with this guy? I don't know how I feel about it. When he first told me, I didn't believe it. But it kept repeating inside my head. I started getting more conscious of him and noticing the tiniest things. I've done nothing but think about it since then. Oh man, I really did a number on you, huh? Yes, you did. Another thing to add to the list of reasons I don't like you. It's any comfort, I'm pretty sure other people's lists are way longer than yours. That is no comfort at all. Good, I was hoping it wouldn't be. You're an asshole. Thank you, you too. It looks to me that you're already forearmed the guy and just didn't realise it yet. Honestly, that's just disgusting. What? There's no way I... Okay, it's a little experiment to prove it to you. Think about kissing a guy. Think about kissing me. What? Why would I? Just shut up and do it already. I grumble a bit, but decide to do it. I close my eyes and think of him. Think of his body lightly grazing against me, his face slowly getting closer to... No way! Jeez, at least try to sound a little less disgusted. Anyway, that's your baseline. This is how you feel about kissing other guys. It also just speaks you're a little shit and I don't like you. It won't have anything to do with it at all with me like in Shoichi, or other guys for that matter. Sure, that makes you sleep at night, man. Anyway, now imagine it's the dog kissing you instead. I don't even have to think much about it. Just as soon as I close my eyes, that dream starts playing again. I remember all the time the thought Shoichi looked handsome. For some reason those thoughts would cross my mind without me even thinking it. Like the day when he took me to the festival and gave me the goldfish that I now have in an aquarium in my room. The smile on his face back then was wonderful. Or just a few days ago when we shared a bed. The look on his face as it was so close to mine made me want to melt. Think of Shoichi's arms wrapped around me, his lips pressed up against mine. The thought alone makes my heart beat fast. I don't feel any disgust at all. The idea doesn't bother me in the least. Well, your face is going red, you're not screaming out in shame and disgust, so I'm going to go ahead and say you have your answer. I'm still not sure. Oh, for fuck's sake, just go tell him already, you fucking fag. Excuse me, what did you call me? Get used to it, that's what people are going to be calling you once you two dogs stop being even more lovey-dovey in public than you already are. We are not lovey-dovey. Up until a few weeks ago, he was not in love with you. Up until a minute ago, you were not crushing on me. See the pattern here? Fuck you. You wish. Anyway, I'm out of here. All this love talk is making me want to puke. If you'll excuse me. Knock yourself out. Literally. Against a door, preferably. See you later, too. Well, that was fun. Somewhat. What the fuck am I supposed to do now, though? I slide down on my back against the same vent Haruki had been leaning on until now. I need to clear my head. I just won't stop having these thoughts already. I sit down on a nearby bench to rest after a particularly draining exercise session. Even though the courts have been converted for use in the festival, Coach found us a loophole. We can still most of our aerobics training outside the courts and then just go inside the locker room to get changed. This way at least we don't stay idle. Some of us also take the time to practice our swings. Basically, as long as we're not using an actual ball, it's all golden. Feeling my muscles on fire has gotten so common over the years, it's almost soothing in its own way. Take a chug out of my bottle of energy drink, rejoicing upon feeling the cool liquid inside my mouth. Practice is the one thing that can get me to clear my mind. These past few days I've needed to do that more than ever. Coach certainly seemed pleased to see me working out with so much vigour. Never mind the fact he has no idea where I'm doing it in the first place. How's progress? Saya shows up while I wasn't looking and takes a seat next to mine. I've been doing some progress on improving my backhand. I don't want it to end up being targeted again like it was in that match with Yuya. I see a key to you facing the finals, right? I nod, taking another sip of my drink. Man, that was tough. I'll bet I didn't expect to see you working that hard for a win before playing against Tanabe-kun. I don't even want to think about playing against that guy. But yeah, that's why I'm working on my backhand. Just made me realise that if a guy who knows absolutely nothing of strategy can still figure out that my backhand is an easy weakness to exploit, then I need to address it. So he gives me a few taps on the back, smiling cheerfully. So good to see you put in some effort again. What are you talking about? I always put effort into it. The fact you're even saying that just shows how out of touch with reality you are. Oh, fuck off. Are you really going to take that tone with me? She cracks her knuckle as a warning and I immediately gulp. I mean, you're right. Yeah, that's it. You're right. I've been lazing around a lot. That's better. Jesus, this girl is terrifying when she wants to be. Well, I should be getting ready to go home. I'm just going to give the freshmen some advice and then I'll be going. See ya. Have a safe trip home. You too. She gives me a little wave as she hops away and towards a group of freshmen that seem to be waiting for her. I'm surprised by how dutiful she is to the club. Suppose she's always a responsible type. Personality just does a damn good job of masking that. I better get going too. And now I'm talking to myself. Wonderful. Despite the protests of my legs, I walk towards my locker so I can get changed and go home. I swear I can hear some creaking here and there with every step I take. Guess I've been overdoing it a little lately. I see Shoichi standing in front of my locker with his arms crossed, leaning his back against the metal door. Ah, there you are. I look away from him, walking right to the door and nudging him away so I can open it. Here I am. Do you want to go somewhere together now that practice is over? Don't you have to keep up with your curfew? Oh, I should be fine if it's just one time. Your dad will chew you out if you get home late. Oh, I know, I'm okay with that. I just want us to hang out for a bit. I think I'll pass. I still can't even look him in the eye. Every time I do, I keep having those thoughts again. Ever since that stupid Haruki told me all those weird things, I've been confused. What's wrong with me? You should probably get changed. If you stay in those sweaty clothes for too long, your fur is going to stink more than it already is. God, this is awkward. Can you at least wait for me while I get dressed? I really am in a hurry to get home right now. I'm afraid of even looking up to him and see what his face is like right now. I wouldn't be surprised if he's really mad at me right now. I know I'm being unreasonable. I know I'm being obvious. I'm just reasoning out an uncomfortable situation without doing anything about it. I know that. But I don't even know what's happening to me right now. If I do or say the wrong thing, I could potentially ruin my friendship with him. And the thought of that alone already terrifies me. Without saying another word, Shoichi walks away from me. He's probably gone to get changed. I take this opportunity to finish getting changed myself. As fast as I can so I can get out of here. Before I noticed, I already zoomed out the door with my bags hanging from my shoulder. I should probably be in the clear for now. I'm not being normal lately. It's only been getting worse these past couple of weeks. So many things just started clicking into place lately. Things I never even had a second thought about suddenly seem so suspicious. I hate it. All of a sudden I feel a hand firmly grab me by the shoulder and stopping me as I walk. I'm spun around where I stand and am greeted to Shoichi. His face looks incredibly annoyed and angry. My eyes instinctively go down to my feet. You're coming with me. Shoichi, I really need to. That's not optional. He grabs me by my wrist and starts pulling me back towards the school building. Oh, wait, Shoichi. He doesn't give an ear to my complaints and forcefully drags me away without a word. The metal door closes behind me with a loud bang as Shoichi nearly slams it shut. For some reason he's dragged me towards the rooftop. Talk to me. I? Talk about what? Oh, for God's sake, do you think I'm stupid or something? You've been ignoring me all week. How about you start with that? I don't know what you're talking about. That's ridiculous. Come on, do you really think I'm that dumb? You've been ignoring me ever since you spent the night at my place. You barely talk to me when we're together with everyone else. You actively go out of your way to avoid spending time alone with me. You don't answer your phone, you don't text back. You're not slick. It's pretty damn obvious that you're avoiding me. That's... Look, Hector, I don't know what happened, but I'm sorry, alright? Huh? Maybe I was too hard on you because of that thing with my sister. Oh, I know you meant well. I'm sorry I got so... No! That's not it at all. Oh, I see. Look, I might know what it is, but whatever it is I did, I'm sorry. Why are you apologising to me if you don't even know what happened? Because some things are more important to me. Well, getting ignored by you hurts. You have no idea how much it hurts. So it doesn't have to matter to me what I did or didn't do. If it means you'll stop ignoring me, I'll apologise however many times I need to. I'm speechless. My chest suddenly feels really tight. Stop it. You don't have to apologise. It's nothing you did. And what is it, Hector? I can't think of any words. Seeing the look on his face makes my chest hurt even more for some reason. Not being able to bear it, I look away from him. There you go again. You're not even looking at me. That's not... Well, it has to be something. Come on, just tell me, please. Why is he saying this? Why is he being so sweet and understanding? If he realises what I've been doing then, why isn't he mad at me? Why is he only making me feel more confused? Hector? Shoichi calls my name out one more time. He sounds so strange, as if he's already nearing his breaking point. Seeing him like this, hearing him call my name like this. Why does it make my chest hurt so much? I've just been really confused, worried lately, even before the party thing. Oh, what do you mean? I'm just unsure about how you feel for me. Even though I've wanted to keep quiet about this, for I notice it, the dam inside of me bursts. Oh, what's that even supposed to mean? I swallow 1, 2, 3 times in an attempt to get the words to come to me. I decide to leave out the part with Haruki because I don't know how he'd react. The last thing I need right now is him to get in a fight with someone over that. It's just... I've noticed a lot of the things you do or say to me aren't the kinds of things you do for just anyone. And once I realised that, a lot of the things you'd done for me in the past, I started seeing them in a different light. I don't know anymore whether you think of me as a friend or... My voice trails off, I can finish that last sentence. No, it's more like I can't bring myself to finish that sentence. Because it's the last step. After I open this door, there's really no coming back. Even if you can piece together what I'm trying to say from all this, even though I know that wouldn't be hard at all for him to do, I still can't bring it to words. Because whether my suspicions turn out to be correct or not, voicing them out loud would just change everything. Shoichi? His eyes dart the floor, looking away from my gaze. His face is red. Something clicks inside my head. I realise that he can't deny it. The reason he can't look at me is he cannot deny it. Shoichi, now you're the one avoiding me. Sorry, it's just you really caught me by surprise. So you noticed before I had the chance to tell you, huh? Man, I really hate myself for letting that happen. Even though I already knew it, hearing it said in actual words makes my heart skip a beat. Why is my heart beating so fast? Why is it I somehow feel happy to hear it? What's going on with me? So it's true. Yes, I'm sorry. I wanted to tell you for so long, but I was so afraid of how you'd react. I was afraid you'd hate me. Shoichi, So this is why you've been avoiding me this past week. You figured it out? Yeah. You're probably disgusted by it, huh? What? It's okay, I'll leave you alone. You don't have to say anything. The sound of Shoichi choking on his words as he says them breaks my heart. He turns around and begins to leave. Wait! Before he can walk away from me, I reach out and pull him back. I don't know why, but my body just moved on its own. Don't just decide how I'm supposed to feel without letting me talk, damn it! The words come out of my mouth before I even notice it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell. It's alright. Shit, my mind is drawing a blank. Say something. Just say something. I should Wait, just let me collect my thoughts. Shoichi nods, pulling away his arms that I'm still clutching in my right hand. Okay, just say what you have to say. I'm supposed to think straight when he's looking at me like that. Even though he's smiling and trying to put on a brave face, he's crossing his arms so tightly around his body that his hands are shaking. Just seeing this, I already know what he's thinking. He's preparing himself to be rejected. Been very confused lately about my own feelings. What? I see his hands relaxing for only a split second. Collecting every shred of courage I have, I swallow one last time before speaking. Ever since I realised this about you, I've just been thinking about it all the time. I just can't get out of my head. I can't get you out of my head. I even had dreams about you and I don't know why. My chest hurts right now and I don't know why. I don't know what's going on with me. He's oddly silent right now. Things I just said. It sounds oddly like a confession now I think about it. I don't even know what I'm trying to say anymore. The inside of my head is so jumbled up that I feel lost. Shoichi? Oh, sorry. I know I shouldn't be laughing right now. Hector, I think you might have a crush on me. I do? Jeez, you're so slow on the uptake. How can you not notice it yourself? I don't know. Is this really it? I've never had romantic feelings for anyone before. I don't know what it's supposed to be like. I guess I'm a bit curious. I don't want to accept it, but this is pretty much what that wolf told me. God, I wanted to be wrong just out of spite. Do I really have a crush on you? Oh, it beats me. What? You just said? Come on, how am I supposed to tell you what you feel? I'm not a mind reader. Besides, you already know that I have feelings for you. It'd be very suspect if I tried to convince you to have feelings for me, no? I guess. Shoichi reaches out with his hand, tenderly brushing it against my cheek. Do you feel better after getting out in the open? Not really, I'm still confused. What about you? I feel so relieved. Really? Yeah, you have no idea how scared I was of your reaction. I thought for sure I'd lose you if you ever found out. I've been carrying these feelings and this fear for years. Years? Yeah. Please, let me say this properly for once. Shoichi's hand grasps mine. I swallow loudly in anticipation, then nod. Hector, I love you. I've loved you since we were kids. I choke on my words, unable to come up with something to say. Yeah? I don't know. I don't even know if I really have a crush on you, and now love? Oh, don't worry about it. I've had feelings for you for the longest time. They've had more than enough time to develop and reach this point. Well, you've only been thinking of me recently. If you do have feelings for me at all, I don't expect them to have reached that point. It's been so understanding. My heart is beating so fast. I've never felt this way before. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to be sure. Oh, I can think of one way to be sure. What do you mean? Before I can wrap my head around what's going on, Shoichi puts his arm around my waist and pulls me closer to him. My hand instinctively goes for his chest to keep us from bumping together. That's when he wraps his other hand around mine, gently stroking the back of my hand with his fingers. He gets so close to me that I know his touch. I can feel his breathing on my face. My mind immediately goes blank. Everything else seems to disappear from my sight. The only thing I can properly see is Shoichi right in front of me. Oh, how about this? He looks down at me, his big green eyes staring right into me, sparkling with so much life I can feel myself getting lost in his gaze. It's at this moment, with him cradling me so close to him, that I can finally feel the enormity of his affection for me. My heart speeds up even faster, so fast I'm afraid it's going to burst. But I also notice one other thing. Your heart's beating really fast. Shoichi chuckles, pressing his nose a little closer to mine. The tip of his nose is warm and fuzzy. Having it this close to me makes my face feel hot. Well, of course it is. Look at the position I'm in. There's no way I wouldn't be nervous right now. I have a hard time imagining you being nervous. You look so confident most of the time. Thanks for having so much faith in me. Right now, though? Right now I'm terrified. Just feel it for yourself. Shoichi squeezes my hand, pushing even harder against his chest. I can feel his heart beating rapidly against his chest, maybe even faster than my own. See? He smiles at me, and that immediately makes me melt. Shoichi. I can't even seem to form words at this moment. My brain is swimming in so much white that I feel as if I'm about to crash. Would you let me go one step further? My mouth feels so dry right now. I'm flashing back that dream I had last week, that I've been thinking of since then. I feel like my heart's about to stop. Still, silently, I nod. Shoichi leans a little closer to me. I close my eyes. That's when I feel something warm and moist gingerly pressing against my lips. Shoichi's touch is gentle, almost fleeting. It's almost as if he's holding himself back out of fear he'd make me flee. My body, however, immediately reacts to this situation. I press into the kiss. For a second, I truly believe that my heart has stopped. I can't hear anything. I can't see anything. All I have is the feeling of Shoichi's lips against mine. In that moment, for some reason, I feel like I can truly let go of my worries. I accept his kiss and his embrace, and just let myself do what comes naturally to me. My heart sings in joy, a joy I've never felt before. This is my first kiss with my best friend. Yet it doesn't disgust me at all. I truly feel like I belong here. Nothing's ever felt so right for me before. That's when Shoichi pulls away from me. I immediately miss the feeling of his body pressed up against mine. When I realise that I miss it, I suddenly feel really self-conscious and embarrassed. I imagine it can't be too different for him, since Shoichi's face is still bright red. That was... Would it be too cliché if I said it was everything I'd hoped it would be? That's really embarrassing to hear. You're really cute when you're embarrassed, though. But, how did it feel for you? I have a hard time putting it to words, or at least speaking the words I think out loud. I can't help but feel embarrassed. I mean, this is Shoichi I'm talking about. We suddenly be talking about this kind of thing with him, about him. It's embarrassing. I think we're good to give it a try. You mean give dating a try? Yeah. Oh man, my face feels so hot right now. Shoichi immediately pounces on me, wrapping me in another tender hug. Shoichi. Sorry, it's just... You have no idea how happy it makes me to hear you say that. You might think I have no idea, but the speed with which his heart is beating is already a dead giveaway. Oh man, this is so embarrassing. I'll bet. Well, I've had a lot longer to get used to the idea than you did. It's okay if it feels weird for you for a while. I never said it felt weird, though. Hey, Hector? Yeah? I know you're not ready to say it back, and I don't want you to feel pressure to do it. I don't even know if we'll ever get to a point where you will be, but right now, because I've been holding back for so many years, I just want to say it again. I love you. The sun's light shining on his face causes his eyes to seem like they're twinkling. Makes everything seem much more real. The intensity of his feelings is so much that I blush and look away. It's so embarrassing. You idiot. Yeah, I'm an idiot. And I can be your idiot. You just have to ask me to be. Yeah. I curve my body forward, resting my forehead on his neck. At least for right now, none of this feels wrong. At least for right now, the first time in over 2 weeks, my mind isn't racing with ideas and worries anymore. I think that's a good place to leave it. I was looking forward to doing that one, so that was really good. I hope you enjoyed watching it as well. So this will take us to the end of the February videos. Next month, to start off March, we should be doing Socially Awkward. And then we'll see what happens after that. I know one video is definitely coming up, but after that we'll see what will happen. And before I wrap up, as usual, I have to give a mention to Evan King, Grizz, Samuto, The Beholder, David Taylor, Popot, Brandon Bradford, and Anubis Silverwind, who are my top supporters on Patreon. And so special thanks to them, and thanks to everyone else who throws some money to support to this channel. You really don't have to, so I don't know why you bother, but I do appreciate it. And if you're interested in getting in on the Patreon stuff, there's a link down in the description there. And also there's a mention there to Civ Valiant, who I will just give a quick shout out to again. I know I did it the last video, but he did that music for me that starts off these videos, which is much appreciated. So until next time, bye for now.